Ah, lovely. We're on. We're live. This is good. Good news. Okie dokie. Right. Well, I'm going to play some Peglin. Version 1.0 is out, which is very cool. I played a little bit of it, so not going to pretend that I haven't, because I have. And yeah, the game's going to hopefully try and do a full run if I can, but you literally never know. And what's the idea? The idea is hit the pegs. So I have two pegs. I have two of the characters. I have normal Peglin, and I have science Peglin as well, who is a spinventor, not an inventor. Spin doesn't really do much in terms of spinning, but he does have like a bouncy orb, which is pretty cool from the start. Slime orb. And then we've got these two, which we can either win a battle after inflicting 40 spinfection, which you need certain orbs for. And then this one is win a battle with at least 100 bulwark remaining. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for either one of those two. Probably will depend what orbs I get in what order. I think the bulwark one might be easier because I've seen a good few of them, whereas haven't really seen too many spinfection ones. But there you go. I think this one is like the merchant guy, I want to say, that you meet randomly. And this one, I'm just like not really sure at all. And so yeah, it'd be cool. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing that for. But I will play on the Crucible as well. So I'm going to do this one as well, which is basically just Pebbles have one less attack for critical, and now I'm on the one where you can get mini bosses in question mark scenarios, which is fine. Nothing too crazy there. I'm not going to do custom. I think I'm just going to do like normal start, and we'll see really how it goes. Should just be a fairly relaxed video, and yeah, we'll just see where we go. Every gold collected during navigation is worth 4, so that's actually pretty useful, particularly as if I'm going to want to upgrade my orbs and other gubbins through the shop. So I'll get that. You can choose not to have any as well, or you could just re-roll until you get the one that you want. So I've got the really annoying boss at the end of this one, which is one of the new bosses. Although if you've not seen Peglin before, it won't make any difference. You'll think it's just a normal boss. But he's got this really annoying thing with the brambles that he does. So in any case, I am basically just... what do I want to do here? So obviously we have bombs here in the middle, and each one of them will do about 50 damage to all enemies. So obviously, if I hit 2 of them, I will kill all 3 of these enemies because they will do 100 damage. But I have these upcoming as well, so I don't actually want to take out too many bombs right now. I want to, if I could just have 2, that would be great. And I also want to try and leave probably one of these blocks of gold free so I can utilize my relic. But things never go the way you want them to go, so I'm just going to... I was trying to get the... Yeah, there we go. If I can get like 1, maybe... Yeah, that's good. Okay, there's 2, there's 3. There's... Okay, well, very good. Right, I want you to drop now. That would be great. There we go. So there's a good amount of like tactics in this. What am I going to do with this? I sort of just want to tank this, to be honest. I don't want to hit those orbs at all in the middle, which probably will end up doing now. There we go. Drop down. Very good. Now this one's in, and I can basically get as much as I desire now, which is probably the key. Let's try and bounce it off that one. There we go. That'll do. So hopefully I will leave a few, like these 2 here that might be quite good to get as well. We'll just have to play it by ear. So what's this? This one, I don't really understand what this ensemble is. It seems like you need to collect all of them in order to be able to have any sort of really good upgrade. But I've only ever had the one before, so maybe I'll do a run where I try and get all of them as well. It just sort of depends. The Swalt Orb is pretty good, and that might be worth getting for the Bulwark one. In fact, it might be worth getting anyway, because it's a pretty useful orb. We got the cash, so let's get it. And then let's have a look at the map, see if there's anywhere I want to go. So I always like to try and get one of these bosses early on because you get a relic. They're quite tough. If you're gonna fight someone tough, you might as well do it right at the start and lose if you're gonna lose. So it doesn't actually really matter for this, but I am gonna try my hand and get in like maybe like 2 or 3 at least of these. I've got one. Don't really want to go down the fire, but wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I could say that now. Just try and bounce off here into the... Oh, gosh. Okay, that was a bit much. Let's, there we go. Don't go into the fire again, though, because I lose health. There, that wasn't too bad. Got some good amount of coins. I'm now going to want to go left for the next 2, so I can hit that mini-boss. All right, these boys are a bit annoying, but there's only the 2 of them, and there's 4 bombs anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. We'll see how it goes. It can be a bit frustrating in these, particularly because these ones don't really give you much room to come back up if you don't hit the bombs. So that's my aim, really, is to make sure that I... There we go, got 2 of the 4 bombs, or 3 of the 4 bombs now. So when these die, they form a barrier. So my next hit, if I don't get a bomb, will just attack this guy. But that's fine. Not really too fussed about it at this point. Because as soon as he steps over, then I'll be able to get him. If we get the bomb anyway, I'll get the win. Nope. Have I made a path to the bomb? Not quite. Yeah, it's a bit more tricky now, but at least I can damage him. So maybe we'll go for the critical instead and try to beat him with pegs. Oh, that wasn't quite enough, but that's fine. Loads of time. Get the reload. This side we've got upgraded pegs from the Swalt Orb. That'll do. Okay, so this is a critical one, which I don't really like going for. The lightning ball, I'm not really too keen on either. And then this one is just like a bouncy one, which effectively the ball is the bouncy slime rather than the bouncy slime being the bouncy. So I'm going to upgrade probably my Swalt Orb. And that's it. I'll save my coins. And then we want to go left, don't we? But I do still want to get some coins here. So let's try and... If we hit the bomb, that could cause issues. No, that was pretty much perfect. And then we can get the mini-boss, hopefully beat them, and then get the treasure chest as well. Okay, so I think this one is you get the Bramble Orb if you put your hand in, which is an interesting orb, but it does self-damage, so it's... Unless you're going for something that aids your self-damage capabilities, which I'm not going for on this one, this run, or trying not to anyway. Or if I shake the tread and get an egg. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. The egg is a bit of once again, a little bit of a strange one in how it operates. It does give you health back, but it gives you health back based on how many pegs it hits and doesn't crack. So basically, if you want to use it, the pegs that you have to hit it off of must have slime attached, really. But it's something worth keeping. It will give me, if I play it right, I can get an extra 10 health out of it at some point, which hopefully might keep me alive a little bit longer. This one is a royal pain in the backside and can very easily lose this one if not careful, because these bombs are particularly hard to get and the configuration is not overly very nice like that. And this one will keep producing slimes. They get harder the more you go through, sort of kind of makes sense, but it is still a little bit tricky. That's not what I wanted from my Swalt Orb, to be honest. Really could have done with the bomb. Not great. Although, you know, Chaos breeds opportunity and all that. Oh, rubbish. That was really rubbish. However, if I can get like this bomb, for example, I don't think I can quite hit it though, to be honest. I'll go for it anyway. Yeah, there we go. So that will clear out those slimes and the only saving grace of this one really is that every time this slime bag, I don't know actually what it's called, produces a slime, it loses the health, I think, of whatever one it produces. So, or half of the health. So I can't use the egg, so I've got to skip. I could use the egg, but it wouldn't be worth doing. Which then gives my enemies another turn, annoyingly. But if we can get one of the bombs, that would be great. No? Okay, that's fine. Well, the slime bag is down. This one's only got 30, and the other one's... There we go. So that will take care of that guy. That will take care of the other guy. That'll be it. Done. And they're the kind of chain reactions you're kind of looking for in the game, if you can get it. Reorbanizer. Shuffle the critical and refresh every 6 peg hits. Oh, that can actually be pretty good, to be fair, because sometimes you get the reload and the critical ones in a little bit of a awkward area. So I could go for that one. Don't know if it would it probably would help, but it only helps with this one anyway. But if I discard it, then it also shuffles it as well. And the stats are pretty good, to be fair. You can get up to a 5 and an 11. Just because it's early on, and it's really difficult to know what to pick early on. Let me see where the shop is. Oh, so I'd miss a treasure, but I could get a shop, which is more likely to have the orbs that I want. There's actually 2 shops, but there is a shop right near the end here. Yeah, okay. So we'll try and get that shop towards the end. So I'm gonna go for the reorganizer, actually. I've got plenty of time to gain some gold. And what's the next level? Next level is fine. Yeah, it just increases that. So I think I'll go for the Swalt Orb up, because that's more part of my plan. And then when you defeat a mini-boss, you get a item. This is one we can pick. Every shot is a critical with 5 below 50% health. That's not too bad. Prevent the first time you would lose health each battle. That's also not too bad either. Every shot is a crit. Every shot is a crit. I never really have too much issue getting crits. I do have the reorbanizer now as well. So I'm going to go for the puppet. It's the first time we would take damage. We don't. And there are some bosses that hit really hard. So that might not be a stupid idea. Let's try and get that gold. Yeah, just the one, but that's fine. Much more interested in just getting this chest. I've got the cookie heal one time every time the boards are actually pretty decent. Particularly that's what we're going for. So this is a bit of a puzzle. If you manage to set off all the bombs, which is quite difficult, or you have to be quite lucky, then you get an extra relic. But I'm not really bothered which way I go, so we might as well try and... Oh, okay, that didn't work. Just trying to bounce it off the inside so that it would at least hit one of the orbs. But I want to head down this left-hand side route anyway. Oh, I don't want to get fireballs, so I'm going to take the hit there. I'm going to go right here so I can hit this. This is like an optional level, so I'm going to hit that. And then we'll get the treasure either way afterwards. So let's try and not mess this up. Sometimes it's a lot more difficult than you think trying to navigate correctly, which is one of the interesting bits. So here we've got an option of getting one of these 3. I don't think we have to take it, but still. So the Critiball, the Two's Company is actually pretty good, to be fair. And then the Rubber Orb, which is not so great. So I'll probably really only take it if I get this one. Yeah, I don't like the critical orb. If it was a refresh one, maybe, because then I'd gain 1 health, which might be a good link. But this one is not a good link. And like I say, it doesn't really matter which one I go down. So we'll just see where we end up. Because I'm going to want to hit this one anyway, the extra battle. Oh, you see, there you go. Every time the board is refreshed, and now I've got one that every time you get a critical, it's refreshed. Oh well, Never mind. It's a good one to have, though. That one's probably one of my favourite ones. And I definitely want to go to the left here, so I'm not going to play the game. Just going to take the navigation. And then we're coming up to that one, but I should have a good amount of gold by then, I hope. So let's try and run this down here. Don't want to activate. Could have activated. Not too bothered actually. But ideally I wouldn't have wanted to activate any of the bombs there. Now would be a good time. Oh, I'm not going to get Emma. Oh well, took out one of the ones and I get a free pass, which is not too bad. See, the refresh ones are all in really awkward positions now, which is a good thing. I've got this one here, but not for a little while. Let's try and put it down here. No, I was hoping I get like a little bit more of a bounce off the bouncy one. That's okay. They're all on the board, so. But we are going to have to try. I always think worst case, try and open a path. And getting the crit has actually really helped there, so that's good. Alright, so I've got my reorganizer. Let's see if I get any help. I do move around quite a bit, to be fair. No bombs though, which is what I could have done with there. But that's okay. That's okay. First one taken care of. Another crit is very good. And I'm going to reload as well. Oof. Could be better. Could be worse. Can always be worse. Can we get a bomb? Yes. Lovely. That should take care of that one. He's only going to be able to hit me one more time. And then I'm going to get the crit and hope that I get at least 20 points. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Not the cleanest run ever for doing that one, but that's okay. Applies damage reduction slime to every 16 hits. Each damage reduction slime on the boards reduces incoming damage by 1. So that's not bulwark. So I don't really want that one. I do like the Two's Company one. That's pretty cool, and it's an upgraded one. But I'm gonna leave it. Do I want to upgrade anything? How close am I to the? I'm pretty close, to be fair. So I think we're probably good enough as we are for now. And I'll keep the gold. Now there's lots left on the board, so I'm going to have to navigate very carefully. If there's something that I want, it doesn't actually matter. So let's try and get maximum gold if I can. That was not really very good, was it? That was rubbish. See if I can get these 3. No, that's okay. A bit of gold is better than no gold. Oh gosh, okay. This is a interesting one, but luckily there are lots of bombs, so it can always be worse. Oh wow. I've put that one not really where I wanted to. But it's actually come good. Half activated 3 bombs. So I'll take that. So now we're being introduced to the 2 different tiers of enemies, effectively. We would be if we were playing it for the first time. The flying enemies and the ground enemies as well, which you have to target differently if you want to get them. Obviously, if you're just going for the bomb assist like I am, then it's pretty indiscriminate. Oh, that's a shame we didn't take out that guy, because now he's going to fall over there, which is not the best. Oh gosh, wow. Like sometimes the bounces are in. Oh wow. Bounces are incredible. This is not helping me at all, but there are loads of bombs. There's loads of bombs on the in the grid, so still good. Oh wow. Okay, I did not learn my lesson clearly. 2 bombs though. That's good. Win. So this is a new one. I've not seen this one before. Fires with huge force. Only hits. So it'll fly through other ones. Only hits bombs, refreshes, and crits, pierces through all of us. Extra bouncy, low gravity. That sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, it sounds like a risk, but it sounds like a lot of fun, so I'm going to go for it. Because I love a good... Oh, So tempting because there's so many orbs to get, so much gold to get here. I'm gonna have to settle for just a couple, I think, if I can even get a couple. Nah, that's a shame. I set up my whole run about getting to the shop basically. So let's remove one of our pebbles because they're nerfed anyway. So we should use that for highway robbery. That's like an okay orb. Highway robbery? Yeah. No bulwark one though, which is really annoying. And I've got enough for two, exactly enough for two relics. It's like I almost did it on purpose. You're immune to attack damage while reloading. That's actually not a bad one. They're detonating one hit, which is actually pretty good considering I've got the other one. Walls and bottom bounces are extra bouncy. That's actually really useful. And then pegboards start with twice as many bombs, which is also quite useful. These are all pretty decent ones. So this one's pretty good for keeping your ball in play longer. Can also help to be paired with the ones that give you damage for hitting it off the wall and that kind of thing. And that's one of the relics. It seems pretty apt that if I've already picked up that ball that is a bit of a wild card, that we also get the two bomb ones is probably where I would go. I wasn't really planning on doing a bomb run, but it was probably one of the funniest runs to do, I would say. And the bombs are pretty reliable. There's not too many like bosses or mobs that are particularly strong against them. So, oh, we're facing these again, are we? These guys, lovely, love it, love to see it. Right. So my plan here is try not to take too much damage. Oh, that wasn't as good as I was hoping, which is obviously always the plan. But yeah, try and take too much damage and also heal at the end of this one if we need to. And I realise I'm not actually doing too badly for healing, so it's probably okay. Couple of bombs always helps. 71 damage. That was pretty good. Just want to get that bomb. There we go. Oh, and that one as well. Oh yeah, of course they've all. I was thinking like I haven't already hit all these, but they only take the one hit, don't they? So that's great. Lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, looking well equipped anyway to deal with this guy. Wow. That was a little bit pathetic. Right, so this is our new orb where we can only hit our crit, our refresh, and our bombs. Oh, it's still okay. That's good. It still takes them, but it doesn't bounce off. And that should be it, I think. Try and get a few more gold if I can. Sort of. Yeah, lovely. So, oh, I've only got 4 HP. I don't see the point in actually doing the healing. I guess because I've refreshed the board enough times, so that's great. So let's upgrade one. What does this go to? Because I've not seen this one before. So the difference is it gains an extra 1, and for this one, nothing actually changes. Only the damage changes, which is a bit disappointing, to be fair, for the laser orb. It's the same with these ones as well, isn't it, though? But this one means it shuffles more. So I'm going to go for that one, I think. They'd all need upgrading in the end anyway, so it's no big thing. Whenever a crit is dealt, a crit is triggered, deal your orbs critical times the number of crit damage to all enemies. That seems pretty good. And then all attacks have echo. Echo is really good if you're getting really strong things, but it's only 10%, and I'm guessing we're going to trigger crit fairly often, so I'm going to go with the crit one. I've also not used this one before either, so it'd be interesting to see how it does in reality. Obviously, I would like to get a lot of gold. No, I didn't, but I would have liked to have done. And now playing this guy is a bit of a pain, but I think the laser orb will actually help out quite a bit here because it's got the right attributes to be effective for me, particularly when we start getting down in the trenches with this one, because as you can see, it has a fair amount of health. There we go. I don't know what the research points do as of yet, so I'll have to come back to that at some point. So it makes these if your ball hits your peg ball. Orb hits these, then they get stuck and they get turned into brambles, and it does self-damage to you. Because I have 2 vines, but you do actually want to try and hit the ends so you can release the vines. Because if you have too many, it starts to look a little bit jungly out there, which does no one any favors. There we go. So I got my orb stuck, and then that's it. It's stuck on that vine until I'm able to release it. But then the orb does come back in play, so it's actually maybe not as bad as it first seems. Right, which is a weird one to get. I guess we'll go for that one through there. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's so nice. Yep, that will do. Very nicely indeed, actually. That was very useful. I guess because it's low gravity, bounces off the walls quite well. Loads of damage. Loads and loads. Right, let's start by getting rid of that bramble. Oh, also does 10 damage as well to him. So that's pretty cool. Alright, that wasn't all that great, but got loads of health. Not too concerned. Got a way of being able to restore health a couple of ways, because still got the egg that I could use if in dire straits. Don't need it now though, so that's great. Hopefully this should be over pretty quick. Let's get myself a crit, I reckon. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna hit the bramble. Oh, and he's got his minion in the way as well. Cheeky, and now I've got to reload. They're the sort of things that can really hamper you if you don't keep an eye on your reloading. But shouldn't be a problem here. That will do. Cool. I don't want any of them. I might as well take the opportunity to upgrade one of my orbs. I'm going to upgrade this guy because he was incredible. And now, after you fight the big bosses, usually the first one, you get the choice of relics that are both really good but have huge drawbacks. So this one, you can only fire the orb in 4 directions, which I've never used before, but I imagine that is incredibly difficult. This one is changes all normal bombs to red bombs, which usually only take 1 hit to detonate anyway. Is that right? No, it's still 2. But it does self damage, so probably don't want that one. And this one, you can no longer obtain gold in battles, but your current shot's total damage is dealt to the target enemy every 3 gold you collect. So that would be great if you were just planning on keeping your gold, right? And there are other ways that we can gain gold. So we can gain gold after the battle with our, whatever it is, one. What did I get? This one here. But I'm not going to take any of them because none of them do me any favours in particular. I tried to play fairly vanilla, so it doesn't really help me too much anyway. There's 2 shops, one after the other on that side, which is really bad RNG. So, I do like to go to the shop, but might have to forego it. So these are mirrors. They do damage back. At the minute, they'll do 4% damage back to me. They have 777 health, which seems like quite a lot, but the damage is doubled for each peg you hit on one side. It takes the peg on the other, so actually you're only looking to get like 300, like, what was it, 400, just under 400 to beat each one. But obviously you don't want to take 4% 400 damage if you can help it, so you do need to try and take them out in one go. The Swalt Orb is a great one to get first off, because hopefully I can upgrade a load of these orbs, and then that will make it much easier when I get the refreshes. So that wasn't actually all that great. That was pretty weak sauce. Okay, yes, I didn't take any damage that one, so that's fine. Ooh, let's get the reload, I suppose. Give me some health. Oh, actually, I don't need any health because I am already full. But you get what I mean. Okay. Not the greatest ever start, I must admit, for these. I generally don't have too much of a problem with the mirrors, usually, but it's just one of them. Okay. We're in a slightly better position, not amazingly better for this though. I was hoping I would have done a little bit more with my Sword Orb. No, that's not great. Look at those two down here. What's that all about? I'm just going to send my one down here, I think, though. Try and hit those Sword Orb ones, see if I can get the refresh, see if I can get the crit. So the good thing about hitting a crit is that it applies retrospectively. So if you hit it after you've already gained a lot of score and then your critical is higher, it will then boost it up. So well worth getting. Obviously my crits do a refresh as well, don't they? So that is pretty good. And now we're just basically relying on something coming up with the move. That was a good hit. Very good hit, but I do need a refresh. Or do I want to get to crit? I'll get crits. Ugh, yeah, that's the painful one of that, isn't it? You don't quite get it off the top, but that's fine. We've done enough damage now and got a few reloads, so my health is back to being a little bit better. Do I want to... I probably want to go left. Oh, it does mean I'm wasting 2 things, doesn't it, there? Which is really annoying. I think I can probably beat that with 75 health. So I'm going to choose... No, not to upgrade. I think I've got enough time before the final boss to do that, if that's what I want to do. I've got to be really careful here. I'm just going to go. No, I'm just going to navigate. It's not worth the 4 gold. So we want to come down here, take that chest, take that mini boss. Oh, this is quite good actually, to be fair. So this is basically like an upgrade anvil, effectively. So we can either take the forge, which I think every time we pick up a new orb, you pay 4 health to upgrade it straight away, which is great because that saves you gold in the long run. Because presumably you want to upgrade the orbs that you pick up. Don't actually know what the smithing hammer does, so I'm curious just to take that anyway. Or we can use the forge and it'll probably upgrade one of the pebbles. So I'm going to take the hammer. Whenever you discard an upgradable orb, upgrade it till the end of combat. Okay, that's cool, but I probably would have taken the actual forge if next time. Not seen that one before, so it's always interesting. So we can duplicate an orb here, which is actually really useful. I think I will do I could do the egg, but then I don't know if I... The Swole Orb's already a 3, so I'm kind of tempted to do that. But the Reorbanizer might also be pretty good. The Laser Orb I do like, but I've not really worked out the best way to use this yet. And it feels a little bit orangey, GE. Whereas I don't think there's ever really anything wrong with with upgrading your pegs. So I'm going to go for that one. May as well. It's not worth not taking it, I think is the key. So I'd absolutely need to navigate down here. So let's get down there. Particularly if we can pick up the relic that gives us durable pegs as well. That one's quite interesting. Bombs activate nearby pegs when detonated. I'm not a huge fan of that one, you know. But yeah. So actually, because we've now got this one, it should make blowing up these 5 a bit easier because we only have to hit them. Oh, there we go. And it activates ones nearby. There we go. So that one is like a almost easy win. Attacks gain -1/+1 for every thing on the board. I think that's fine. I'm happy to go with that. Because we should be getting crits anyway. If there's enough. We'll find something else that gives us more crits on the board at some point, I'm sure. Oh, it's this guy. Is this the Poltergeist? I think he's called. Right, so let's not use the egg. let's shy away from using the egg, but I don't need to get the bombs. So I'm on 0 damage now with this one because I've not picked up a crit. That's interesting. I didn't realise I only had 1. Because having the 1, of course, gives you like a guaranteed. Interesting though. Food for thought for me, absolutely. Because that means I need to think about a way to absolutely get more crits on the board now, sort of force myself into that, which is not what I had pictured in my head when I picked up the extra Salt Orb. Ah, rubbish. Luckily I've done quite a lot of damage to him already, so not too first. Oh, God. I ain't gonna do any damage to him. Oh, okay, we're struggling here now a little bit. Let's see if we can hit that bomb. That would be really helpful. Because that will do 50 damage off the bat. Go on, there we go. That'll do. I think that'll take him out, actually. Yep. Took way too much damage there. When drawn, converts 2 to refresh. That is fine. How interested am I with the refreshes? I just don't want to spend too many. I'm thinking, should I go for health? I've not got too many more battles, to be honest. This one might be a battle. This will absolutely be a battle. I just don't know if I can rely on it though. Oh, this is the thing where you risk. Do you risk it? I am gonna risk it, but I don't like it. Gets an increased damage multiplier based off the number of I don't remember how you remove pegs. So, oh, there we go. That's the other one to this one. Let's go for that then. Refresh is also a crit, so it sort of means I probably should have just gone for the blooming crits. The refresh thing. Oh gosh, that's not what I needed. Could have gone better, shall we say? No, this is going to go badly again. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just navigate now, please. No, navigate. Oh my gosh. Okay, this run is now in jeopardy. I think I'm being over dramatic. I am being a bit dramatic, but nevertheless. All right, what we got? Increase max health by 15. That would be great if I had anything. Heal 1 for everything you hit after you navigate from battle. That's actually pretty good as well, to be fair. And it also stops you taking damage from missed navigation. So that means I've got a good chance before the final boss if I take that. So I'm going to take that. I'm then also going to remove one of my pebbles. And I'm going to actually leave it, even though these two are pretty good, but they're a bit expensive. So I'm going to see what we get in the next shop. Because I've still got enough for 2 relics. Or I can remove 1 orb, which I'm not going to do. Whenever the board is refreshed, deal damage to the enemies. That's a really good one. You have 1+D. That's also a good one. And oh gosh, these are all really good ones. Whenever they're refreshed, they're all upgraded +1. Yeah, that's pretty good. Discarding orbs is actually pretty useful because I got some effects in discarding orbs, although not huge. I'm gonna go for the refilibuster. And I also think that's worth getting as well. It's not very fun, is the only thing I would say. Right, so I absolutely want to go down the question mark. Hopefully we will. Oh yes, just about. I'm hoping it's a battle, really, if I'm honest. Oh, it's the Peglin. What do I desire? Upgrade an orb for 7 health. I haven't got a choice. I've got to do one or the other. Go on then, let's remove one of my pebbles. And, oh, you know what? Maybe I can get both of them. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, that was a bit of a dead one. So I probably want to go left to get that fight in so that I can heal. Post-battle healing is increased by 1% for each orb in your deck. That's actually really good. That would help quite a lot, actually. I just have to hope this is not a mini-boss at this point, because I could do without that. Oh yeah, I'm not going to get the special relic. Not bad, but I've only got 50 health, and I didn't pick up the apple before, and that kind of thing, which might make it viable. Now, I need this one to go well. These guys are so annoying, by the way. So that's actually gone pretty well. Yeah, that was, oh wow. Absolutely wasted all those bombs, but did it work? Yes, it did. And I've taken out that guy's shield as well, which is great. So part of me wants to use the egg, but I'm only going to get the 4 health. Oh no, actually I'd get the 14. Oh, it might be worth doing, you know. I'm going to do it. Oh, okay, no, that didn't work. That was a waste. That was an actual legitimate waste. Been holding on to that for blooming ages. I think, what was the point? Oh, he's still alive. This guy's going to fire on me now. He's going to fire on me anyway, but even more so for fun. Okay, cool. Taking him out. Not done enough. I think it should be okay. Need to get. Okay, so let's do a heal. The next orb fires get. Oh, that's actually not too bad a one, to be honest. But let's go for health up to 81. That should be enough, considering the fact that I can refresh a little bit. And I'm gonna try. I want to try and get a load of these golds if I can to help set me up. There we go, and 5 health. That's all right. I'm starting to build a bit of a strategy at this point. Oh, not these guys. So these are big blocks, have lots of health, and are really super annoying if you don't get a good first bounce. If you do get a good first bounce, you're okay. I'm going to take out at least one of them. So that actually is about as good as you can hope for off the first one. I'll damage the rest of them. But yeah, they move forward far, and 2 of them can attack you at once. So it is worth just bearing that in mind. There we go. Took the bomb, got the crit. Lovely. That's done. Next orb 5 becomes extra bouncy. Don't want that. Applies healing slime every 8 hits. I don't actually think I need that one. I think we're good. So let's upgrade some orbs instead. I could do another one. Why not? Play it a bit safer. Should upgrade my slimy orb. Slimy, yeah, orb. I'm going to keep that one. That's fine. And now I just need a good hit off here, actually, really, to be honest, so that I can get some health, get some gold. There we go, 16 health, and didn't even have to spend any gold to get it. In fact, I get gold for it. Now these are the Ballista crew, which have a great big Ballista bolt that does a good amount of damage early on. And so you have to be careful because these guys step in front of it, which then stops you from hitting it. Yeah, it's all a bit of a tactical game going on. And that's the reason I don't like this gunpowder one, because it stops your chance of bouncing off more pegs when you don't want to, effectively. Oh, now we're confused. So we have to time this right if we can. I'm not doing any damage yet because I'm not in a crit state, but we're all good. Lovely. That's not bad. Oh gosh, this guy like this. This is oh wow. Okay, I could skip it, but you know what? I like a challenge. Nice. Laser orbit to the rescue once again. I know word of a lie. That's probably the quickest I've... Actually, I haven't actually beaten this guy yet, have I? But it potentially could be one of the quickest at this rate. Yep. Only took the 1 ballista bolt. That's not bad. Converts every 9 hits into a bomb. I mean, I am sort of going for a bomb heavy run, but that is the bad kind of bomb. So I'm going to think now. Let's upgrade that one while we're here. All orbs gain morbid, but the board contains half as many. Allows orbs to activate. Those ones, all pegs have durable. I'm going to go for durable. Even though this one, which is magnet, which effectively gives your orbs are more drawn towards the bombs and the refresh and the crit, like by quite a lot. The durable one is really useful because it allows you to hit the peg multiple times, and particularly if you're upgrading the peg as well, that means you can very quickly multiply damage. It's what I would use if I was trying to get the bulwark orb, which is actually what I was trying to do for this run, but we haven't picked it up or seen it, so not very useful. Let's go for... Oh, I don't know how it's going to go with all the... Okay. I think it's either going to take out every single bomb or it's going to do nothing, and it was sort of halfway in between. Right, okay. So now you'll see these, if you get the 3 hits on each one of these, you can upgrade it quite quickly to a +12, or yeah, if you get like a nice refresh, +16 like we got there. Is it really impactful? This one's only got 300 health now. And let's go for the slime orb, why not? But yeah, you can then do stuff like apply slime onto it, just try to keep your orb in play for as long as possible, effectively. There we go. 700. Never stood a chance. This one is fully upgraded. After attacking with or discarding this orb, the next orb fired will attack all enemies. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's upgrade this as well. Beautiful. We've only got that 1 peg now. That's the problem. Let's try and, if we can here, get as many gold as possible to make up for all of my frivolous purchases. I've got a little bit. That's okay. And the durable nature as well will give us more health after the battles as well. So, in a good place. Mirror. The same thing as before, effectively, but a bit more annoying, if I'm perfectly honest. Right, let's try and make sure I get that and that. Is that 2,000 damage? Really? Yep. All right. Okay. Cool. No. Do I want that one? When drawn, convert 1 into a thing. When drawn, convert 2. When discarded, the next orb fired is a guaranteed crit. I think that's all right, actually. It does rely on me discarding some orbs from time to time, but I'd rather have that one than the pebble. So, happy with that for the most part. And this one, I want to go down here, don't I? So, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to go straight down. Hello. What is it? Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, you cannot be stepping on keyboard, Jenny. You will mess up my run if you're not careful. Right, I'm going to... Oh, am I? Yes. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to smash this into these bombs here and get as many bombs as I can. Lovely. 1-hit kill. No, no dramas. Let's upgrade that one as well. It's much better than its stage 1 counterpart. Yes. Hello. You love microphone. come on, it's very serious. Very serious Peglin time. Pegboard starts an extra 3 bombs. Yep. I mean, that's kind of what we're going for. So let's go for that. Ooh. Yes, please. I would very much like to get all of these. That would be great. There we go. Extra relic. Whenever you defeat a non-minion enemy, gain 1 max health. It's probably a bit late in the day for that, but we'll take it. Now on to the mini-boss. Oh, we've got the Peglin roller guy. Donkey roller. Okay, let's get the crit. Make sure we get the crit. Loads of bombs now. Oh, that's going to do quite a lot of self-damage though. That's the only thing. And that as well. Ah, okay, lovely. Ooh. Wow. Yes. That was a lot of damage to me. But good, we won. So that's fine. Oh, this one's actually really cool as well. The summoning circle one. So I'm actually going to take that because that is pretty cool. And I'm going to upgrade it to its final stage. And I'm not going to take that. I'm going to rely on getting a good hit afterwards. Applies healing slime of every 35. Jenny, I might not have wanted that one. Come on. You're being a menace now. You'll have to be expelled if you're not careful. I want to see what this other one does. Come on. Okay, yeah, we'll get that one. Healing slime. Healing slime. And where do I want to go? Do I have a preference? Probably want to hit this two mini bosses down there. So I don't actually care at the minute. So I'm going to take the bomb. I'm probably not going to get all this health, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, I did. That's good. Good stuff. This guy can be a pain, but actually not too bad. Much better than you would think. So what do I need to do? I need to get a lot of refreshes here to hurt him properly. Because actually this number is really irrelevant. It's more the damage you can do on the board that's more impactful to this guy. Which is fine. I'd have been better off having the summoning one or the laser one, but beggars can't be choosers. So, and actually hitting it in here is actually pretty decent. I think he's going to get off an attack on me though, by the looks of things. Let's put it in here, see what we can do. Not a lot. That was could have gone better. Okay, 3 damage for that. 3 damage off my thing. Oh yeah, he missed because of the other one. And this actually is not going to do me any good either. So let's go for the Sword Orb. There we go. Sorted. A little bit of like a one that sort of is against the usual manifestations of the game. Do I want to go left? The mystery one. We could. We're going to go to the shop. I probably want to try and get some of these gold orbs if I can. That'll do. Very nice. Hit the chest. Hit the shop. Oh, you guys. Absolute pain. Big pain. I actually refreshed the board, didn't I? Oh, that's great. Right, so I'm gonna. Oh, but the thing is, I need to get it where it's like side to. Okay. Nah, that'll do. No worries. What do I know? Got some research points as well, so that's great. Refreshes the board when this peg leaves the pegboard. That is really good. What does it do? When discarded, refreshes the board. I think that one is worth getting. Screw going to the shop. Let's just upgrade all the orbs here. And is there a way I want to go for this? Doesn't really matter. So let's try and get some gold. Oh, okay. In the fire is also fine, actually, because... Yep. All right, lovely. Loads of gold. Loads of gold, loads of health. Absolutely want to go left here next time though. Well, we got the button. Contain 1 additional crits, which is great for me. I can get rid of that blooming pebble now, I reckon. Even if it's going to be expensive. 60. That's fine. That gives me 100 to play with. I can get the cheese, which is actually not too bad if you do a lot of reloads. Flying enemies get 1 times. Wall bounces contribute to damage. Oh gosh, there's not really a lot there for me, if I'm perfectly honest. But I must buy these things, so I'm going to buy these on the off chance I'm able to use them at some point. Right here. Oh, I've not fought this guy before. There's not a lot of indication what's going on either. But fine. Oh, okay. Right, so we need to refresh in order to unlock the orb by the looks of it. Okay, interesting. There is that. So that one seems like it's, you sort of have to build up the board here. That's what it looks like to me. 6. That was not very nice of you. Not very Rainbow Rivens. Nor was that even, to be honest. But I'm guessing for what we're asking for from this guy. Actually, in fact, let's toss that. And instead, there we go. Lovely. Do I have enough to upgrade an orb? I do. Let's get that maxed out. There we go. Got everything I need. Every 4 shots start with +1 multi-ball. That's actually really good. Or immediately deal 1 damage to the target enemy for every 2 hits. Ooh. Extra orbs or guaranteed damage every hit. I usually do pick this one. I'm going to pick this one because it's new. We'll see how effective it is, so I can better make that choice next time. I'm not too fussed about the gold now, but why not? I'll take as much as we can get. So now we've got regular enemy, random mini boss, and then, oh yeah, this one's going to be a little bit more tough. Refreshes the board when this orb leaves the pegboard. Oh, that's pretty cool. These ones, I'm a bit concerned about hitting these because they'll probably do a lot of damage. Bless you. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Very good, indeed. Wait, I didn't get my multi-ball, did I? Every 4 shots, okay. I thought I was saying 4 at the start, which is not what it said, but that's what I read it as for some reason. Okay, I'll keep my gold then. No worries. So this boss that we've got coming up at the end is like a series of 4 cubes basically, and they are a right royal pain in the backside. So no guarantee that I can win, even though I seem to have a fairly strong deck of orbs. Oh, a strange mirror. I can remove an orb or remove all orbs. I'd rather not do any. I guess I'll get rid of one of the swole orbs then, I guess. There you go. Have a level 3 swole orb. You're welcome. Mainly because I'm a big fan of the utility of this one. So this one is basically just... I'm going to discard it, actually. You can't see, you're blinded. You have a 99% blindness. So you just can't see the board, which is actually quite cool in terms of it being a bit like gimmicky. But there's loads of enemies here. I'm not sure what they are. Not had the chance to see them. And you effectively can't see. But there's lots of stuff to hit on here. So it's generally not too bad. Okay, that wasn't the best one ever, admittedly. But, oh, okay, I just did damage. I'm going to say I probably would hit whatever's on there. This one will attack all enemies. Okay, well, let's go for it then. Now we've got a double orb as well. That's nice. If it's going to attack all enemies, that means I've won now already. Creates a gold on every 7th hit. Not really that fussed about that one either, so let's just carry on. Gains +2, 0 for everything on the board, but then if you hit the crit, then you don't get that anyway, so that's fine. Let's go for extra 15 damage from bombs. I think that's going to be pretty useful. So I've got loads of health, feeling very confident. Nearly 130 health. That's great. Ways to increase my health. No, I'm going to stop this from being any necessarily easier. I've had got some nightmares of these guys because they have beaten me a fair few times more than I care to admit. So just took out the gun. Oh, that's cool. I've done loads of damage there. Wow. Considering the last time I fought these guys, that is about as good of a start as you could possibly want. I might just spin this off and get the refresh, and then we got this thing. Let's see what it does. Guaranteed hit. I think we're going to drop down. That's a shame. There we go, down to 2 after 2 hits, and I've got my summon orb now as well, which is absolutely unbelievable. 7,000 damage. All the bombs you could ever want. Easy peasy. Wow, I could have defeated that boss 3 times in a row. That was great. So I've unlocked some new orbs that I haven't used before, which is great. New relics as well. Quite like, not really too keen on this one, but I quite like this one. I think is pretty good, to be fair. That one's not too bad as well, although it did cause me some consternation. But yeah, I really like the laser orb if you can use it. And get a little bit lucky, of course, in the process, which is always helps, doesn't it? And I think that is about it. Slime applied, bounce ones, damage dealt 65,000. Yeah, great. And then you get to see your run as well, which is nice. Yeah, happy with that. Very good. Well, I hope you enjoyed that particular run through of Peglin. I've got my new visor as well that I'll wear for you for the last few minutes, or last minute even, and yeah, it's really good. It's only really increased, to be fair. Like it was really good in the whatever version it was that I first played about a year ago now, and yeah, they've made some good improvements. Jenny attacking the orbs on the screen, and now she's upset. Yeah, and like it was well worth playing before, and it's definitely well worth playing now. So I would recommend it. Anyway, thanks all for watching this back if you have done, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.